What's up, boxing freaks? Is your boy Joel here reporting. Here to talk about who's the number one pound for pound fighter after Floyd Mayweather just absolutely beat the living hell out of Shane Mosley. First of all, I would like to begin by saying that before the fight, your number one pound for pound fighter had to be Manny Pacquiao, no matter what. Now, I don't care how good you think that Floyd Mayweather did against Juan Manuel Marquez. Your number one pound for pound fighter had to be Pacquiao. Number two had to be Floyd Mayweather. He retired being number one pound for pound. He came back. He beat the number two pound for pound, which was Juan Manuel Marquez. Although Juan Manuel Marquez came up from lightweight, he just destroyed him. He won every single round, in my opinion. He did real good. He fought like excellent. I understand the weight, and he didn't come at the catch weight that they had agreed to, but that Floyd Mayweather has to be your number two. Number three, I'll give you a pass on two. Is it that you had Shane Mosley, who absolutely destroyed at that Antonio Margarito, who at the time I had number three pound for pound. Or you got Paul Williams, who beat Sergio Martinez, which I don't think he won. I felt Sergio Martinez won. At first, I thought Paul Williams won, but then after seeing the fight like 2-3 more times, I changed my mind. I think Sergio Martinez won. So that's why I have him at number 4 and I have him at number 3. If you had Paul Williams at number 4, at number 3, I perfectly understand. But in my opinion, I just have Shane Mosley. So in my opinion, the winner of that fight automatically was the number one pound for pound fighter. So seeing and they had to win decisively, either by knockout or winning a lot of rounds. So as the fight's going on, I see Floyd Mayweather using the jab, which he's not famous for using. I see Floyd Mayweather not really using his shoulder roll, fighting more like this in the double guard, something like Joshua Clottey, except way more active. I'm just giving an example of what kind of defense he was using at most of the time. And in the second round, he got crushed by 2 overhand rights. And he came back and he just won every single round after that. So he absolutely dominated the number 1 welterweight and number 3 pound for pound. So I don't understand. I don't understand how people can say, "Oh, Mosley was old," or Mosley is a shot fighter. Mosley didn't do good because of the fight. Mosley was paid off. I've heard everything. I've been getting emails and they're like, "Oh, do you think the fight was paid off?" I'm like, no. I mean, Mayweather got crushed by 2 right hands that would have knocked out almost any welterweight. But whatever, people have their own theories. So yeah, I got Mayweather number 1 pound for pound. Love him or hate him, he's a good fighter. I mean, he's not a good fighter, he's a great fighter. He's a special fighter that comes around once every 15 years, once every 20 years. And, people should really appreciate what they're seeing right now because he is a great fighter. But that being said, I have him at number 1 for beating Juan Manuel Marquez, who was number 2 at the time. And based on the fact that he was number 1 pound for pound when he came back, when he retired. So he came back, proved he was still at the same form. And then he came back against Mosley, beat the number 3 or number 4, depending how you had it. I had him at number 3. And beat him soundly, and Pacquiao fought, Cotto, who wasn't that up in the pound for pound ranks at the time, and he fought Clottey, who wasn't up at the pound for pound at the time. So you have to move him up. You have to have Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. Mayweather first, Pacquiao second. Getting back to my next point, Mayweather, Pacquiao. I don't care who budges. I don't care if there's drug testing, hair testing, saliva, urine. I don't care what, feces, anything. You guys have to make this fight. Do this for the fans. Don't forget about You know, just make it a 50-50 split. I don't care if you about the drug testing. One of you budge. Make an agreement. 14 days, 17 days, 24 days, no days at all. Don't do the blood test. I don't care. Do the blood test. I really don't care. Just make this fight happen. I just pray to God this message could get sent out to a promoter, to a manager, to the fighters themselves, which I probably doubt. But anyways, this fight has to be made for boxing. Boxing is not dead, but if this fight doesn't get made, boxing's dead. And I'm a huge boxing fan. Huge. I wouldn't sit here and make videos. If this fight does not get happen, boxing is dead. Okay? I will make a video how boxing's not dead, but if this fight doesn't get happen, it's dead. Well, fight fans, hit me up, man. Let me know what you think of my opinion that I got Mayweather #1 pound for pound. Please be respectful. You know, you got a lot of stupid people, you know, that write about race, man. This ain't nothing about race, you know. So you will get blocked if you make any hatred comments. But yeah, I got Mayweather #1 pound for pound based on his performances. And yeah, he'll be back up. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, that's fine. You know, disagree respectfully. Let me know what you think. And yeah, basically. Alright, so peace out, brothers.